What's up, everybody? Kimberly Collins, the Educated Natural here. Listen, I'm in here messing around in the office, and I think I may have found a solution to my problem. Now, those of you that's anywhere at any level of the t-shirt, custom apparel industry, you have heard all the rave about rhinestones, right? Well, 9 times out of 10, a lot of people are using either magic flock or some sort of velvety type flock to cut the actual rhinestone design or template out of. Well, for those of you that looked at those prices of that flock and said, oh no, hold on a second. I just took 70-pound cardstock, and I'll show you the brand in a minute. But I just took 70-pound cardstock, put it on my Cricut mat. Now I have a silhouette, but I like the Cricut mats, okay? I took just a sheet of the cardstock, put it on a mat, ran it through my silhouette Cameo 4, cut out the design, and together we are about to see if this works. Now, if this works, it's going to save you and myself a whole lot of money on getting flock. So let's see if it works. You ready? Let's go. Okay, you guys, I'm showing you how I design my images or wording in this case on Silhouette Studio, and I have the business edition. And now I'm going to tell you the cardstock I'll be testing. I went to Michael's and I picked up some Astrobright paper. Now I know it's backwards for you, but if you do a Google search, you will be able to find it. It's Astrobright paper. This particular one has, as you can see, various colors in there. And this is 65-pound cardstock. All right, there's 75 sheets in here. Where it was, but I've been using other stuff. But there's 75 sheets in here. So let's get this baby on the Cameo and let's cut her out and see what happens next. Okay, now that we've cut it out, I've gone ahead and trimmed around the word natural. And now, let's see if we can get these rhinestones in this template. But first, I realized I need to run to my kitchen and grab one of my old, very used sheet pans, and we're just gonna use that for today's example, okay? Y'all are going along with this test, and I'm not gonna edit this out and make it look all cute. This is what I actually use to see if this works. So let's go. See? I told you, a very old sheet pan. So what I've already done is, like I said earlier, I cut the image out. In this case, it's the word natural. I've taken this sheet pan, I grabbed something really quickly, a very old sheet pan, took some of your regular old general use 3M masking tape here, and I just threw some pieces all over it because I was in a hurry to see if this worked. So I didn't want to put too much time and effort into it in case it went belly up. Hello, somebody. So I grabbed just a bunch of rhinestones here, dumped them here in the corner, get them all over here. And because I'm a homeschool teacher, my daughter has a lot of different stuff. There's a lot of stuff. So I said, you know what? I don't have yet, because this is a test, I don't have, nor would if I did have it, would I use the little tool that everyone uses that does rhinestones, the little thing for paint, the little brush thing. I said, I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna go El Cheapo. This is a test. So I grabbed a scrap piece of felt here. We have all kinds of colors, but I grabbed this one. And I said, I wonder if I can just take this piece of felt, since this is a test, with this cardstock and these rhinestones. Now these are Crystal 10SS rhinestones. I got these from BeCreative. As you can see here, it's probably upside down. I got these from BeCreative. You can see their website and everything right there. You can see what kind of stones these are. So I dumped some of those on there. And I said, I want to see if this works. So let's see. Does it work? So we'll take the rhinestones and we'll just take this piece of felt and we'll just kind of shimmy these on up there. And a lot of people like to do the swirling method, but I'm more of a beater. I like to beat them into submission. So here we go. Just gonna beat them around. What this does is it causes them to flip over a lot quicker than if I would try to rub these in. And my fear is if I continue to just rub them, I'm gonna rub them out. So I just kind of go along, take a bunch of them, get them up there, get it covered, and start to beat them into place. Now I would do this if I was gonna use the flock, if I was gonna use anything else. I would just start to just kind of beat them into place. And what this does, it actually causes the rhinestones to flip from the glue side to the actual rhinestone side, the shiny side should I say. And it makes it a lot easier, in my opinion, to get them in the hole. And like I said, don't be heavy-handed. Take your time and get them in the hole. So to keep y'all from watching all of me do all of that, I'm gonna come back when the rhinestones are all in the hole. Oh wait, I have a tip. For those of you that says, look, my carpal tunnel is not going to allow me to keep doing circles and to keep beating and to do all of that, Kim, what's another option? Your fingers are another option. Let me show you before I rub all these in. You see how my U here, missing some? Flip one over, take your finger, put it in the hole. Boom. Grab another one, use your finger, flip it over, put it in the hole. Grab one, put it in the hole. Doesn't have to be complicated. It's only as complicated as you make it. All right, let's get all these in the hole. See you in a bit. Okay. All right, finally got them all in there. Wasn't hard at all. I just should have did a better tape job. Kind of made it nice and smooth. Maybe rub them up and down, but it is what it is. We did this really quickly because we wanted to see if this would even work. And guess what? As you can see, yes, indeed, it works. So for those of you that are out there and you want to get into this whole rhinestone game, and you sure I just did it right on that. Boom, back in the hole you go. You don't have to go and stress out over the price of the different flocks that a lot of people are using. It means the Magic flock from TRW or the Rocket flock from BeCreative. You can use a heavy, not too heavy, because I also tried the same template with my 100-pound cardstock like this, and it cut it great, but I noticed when I was trying to get the rhinestones in there, there were a couple of hiccups like right along in here. Not as smooth as it could have been in the cut, and so it kind of caused the rhinestones to keep popping out. So be careful of which cardstock. You know, like I say, test and find out what works for you. So as you can see, the rhinestones went right in there. Now the next thing you have to do is get the rhinestones from here onto a transfer sheet or a transfer tape or whatever you use to transfer your rhinestones. Now let's say you haven't gone to the store and you don't have transfer tape that's gonna pick up these rhinestones the way you need these rhinestones to be picked up so they can be pressed onto your garment. What I have done is I have a little bitty box full of scrap vinyl, and I've taken a piece of that scrap vinyl, I've separated the vinyl off of it, And that left me with the carrier sheet, which is perfect for picking up these rhinestones. So stay tuned and see exactly what that looks like. Okay, here's my scrap vinyl. All right, this is just a piece of Caesar black. Okay, perfect length for this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this apart. Now all I need is my carrier sheet. So give me just a moment. Okay, here we go. I've taken the black off of the carrier sheet here. And now here's my carrier sheet. Put it to the side. So now, like the rule goes, fold it in a U, whether it's your transfer tape, piece of carrier sheet, whatever you're gonna use to pick up your rhinestone. Put it in a U. All right, moment of truth. I got them all rubbed down, and just like that, as you can see, I have made a complete rhinestone design using Astrobright cardstock. Look at that. What? Thought this was gonna be hard. All right, let me put it this way in case they fall off, which they shouldn't because they're stuck in there pretty well. Let's set this here. Wow, I am shocked. Draw these over. Y'all, this does not have to be complicated at all. All I used was the Astrobrights cardstock. I used my silhouette Cameo to cut out my design. I took that cardstock, placed it down on a sheet pan in this case, taped it down because it's not sticky, it's cardstock, unlike the flock vinyl. This is not sticky. Now, of course, the other option, you can go to the store, get you some spray adhesive, spray the back of the cardstock, and that way you wouldn't need the tape. But I'm being cheap, so I used what I had. I used tape, taped it down, got my rhinestones, put the rhinestones on the top of it, got them all in the holes, took my carrier sheet from a piece of scrap vinyl, placed it on top, picked up the rhinestones, and as you can see, be very careful because I don't want these to fall off. It's a lot of work. Simple. Now I'm ready to take this over to the heat press, grab me a shirt, place my design on the shirt, 350, 14, 15 seconds, and it's a done deal. Thank y'all for tuning into this video. So let's get ready for the wrap up. All you need to get started in the rhinestone bling game are your rhinestones, whatever size you choose. I, in this video, use 10SS stones. Get your rhinestones. Once you receive those, go grab you some cardstock. In my example and test today, I used the Astrobright cardstock. This cardstock is 75 pounds. You can find this on Amazon, all over the place. Get you some heavy duty cardstock. Take that cardstock, set it on your Cameo, set it on your Cricut, whatever your cutting device is of choice. Place a piece of that on there. Go to your selected design program. For me, because I have the Cameo, I have the Silhouette Studio Business Edition because it gives me so much freedom to create whatever I want to. I go in there, create my design, select all my rhinestones, do everything I need to do in the program, send it to the Cameo, let it cut that template out, and boom, you are in the game. I didn't use any other things that a lot of people use to make theirs. I didn't use the little sweeper thing that I used to sweep the rhinestones into your template. I didn't use magic flock. I didn't use rocket flock. I didn't use felt flock at all. I used cardstock, my rhinestones, a piece of felt, and a piece of carrier sheet from my scrap pile of vinyl. That's it. And I have a rhinestone design that I can go put that mug on my shirt, on my heat press right now, and I'm in the game ready to go. And you can do the same. So stop making excuses as to why you can't do this. Get out there and create something masterful. Let your creativity run wild. This is Kimberly Collins, the Educated Natural. Until my next video, be blessed.